Part 2 of 1.0 notes are on these words. So the first word that we need to know, or the first postulate that we need to know, is called the angle addition postulate. It looks something like this. If you have two angles, and it doesn't matter what the two angles are, let's call this angle 1 and angle 2. If I have two smaller angles like angle 1 plus angle 2, if I were to add those two things together, then that would equal the larger angle of angle ABC. The angle addition postulate basically states that this smaller angle plus this smaller angle would equal the bigger angle right there. When you get to your worksheet, you might have to do this with letters instead of numbers. But basically it says this angle plus that angle equals the bigger angle. If you can recognize that, you will know the angle addition postulate. It's just a postulate that says the sum of these two smaller angles equals the big angle. Parallel lines. What do they look like? They look like two lines that do not intersect. They're just parallel to each other. They look like railroad tracks. A transversal is a line that connects two or more coplanar lines. I bet you can tell me which one the transversal is here in this picture. Since this is color coded and I have blue lines and red line, which one is the transversal? Say the color out loud. Red. I'm going to put a little arrow here saying that this is the transversal. The transversal is the line that connects the other two lines. It goes through two other lines. The last things that you're going to have to recognize are the angle pair relationships. So when I have a transversal, I have to think sort of common sense. I have to go, these numbers are interior because they're inside the blue lines. These numbers are exterior because they are outside of the blue lines. There's inside, interior, there's exterior on the outside. When we talk about the transversal, there's same side of the transversal, and then there's alternate sides of the transversal. Alternate means one on one side, one on the other. I alternate. Pick from one, pick from the other. Alternate legs when you're doing exercises. That's what that means. So if I ask you to tell me which ones are the same side interior angles, you're looking for something on the same side of the red line, and they have to be interior, like 3 and 5. Those are also known as consecutive interior angles. 3 and 5 are same side interior. I bet you can name another pair. 4 and what other number are same side interior? 4 and what? Say it out loud. Good job. Those are your consecutive interior angles. Those are your same side interior angles. I'm putting both next to that. Alternate interior angles mean that they're both inside, but one's on one side and one's on the other side of the transversal, like 3 and 6. Those are alternate interior angles. There's another pair. 4 and what other number is an alternate interior angle? 4 and what? Say it out loud. 4 and 5. Those are your only alternate interior angles. Doesn't matter if you say 5 and 4 or 6 and 3, they're the same thing. Same side exterior, 1 and exterior, 1 and 8 are same side exterior. So that means 2 and what other number are same side exterior? Say the number out loud. There you go. Did I mess up right there?
Yeah.
I did. What I did, same side exterior. I should be going same side exterior. It should be 1 and
7.
thank you. I was looking at the other thing. I was looking at the one below it. And it should be 2, same side, and small mistake. That's how you make small mistakes in this class. But good thing is I double checked it and I realized I made a mistake and I erased it and fixed it. Now alternate exterior. 1 alternate exterior, 1 and 8. And that means 2 and 7. There we go. The last ones are the hardest ones to recognize. There's 1 interior, 1 exterior, and they skip a space, like 1 and 5. Which means 2 and what other number? 2 and 6. There's another pair, 3 and the last pair is 4 and the way this will look like on your test is that we will have 2 of these things highlighted. For example, I might have this one highlighted and this one highlighted. And we'll say, what type of angles are those 2 angles? And you would say, corresponding. Or if we don't have those 2 highlighted and we have these 2 highlighted, we would say, what type of angles are those? You would say, alternate interior angles. You need to be able to recognize them. We also might delete these numbers and renumber them like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you have to be able to do it when we put different numbers in there. Okay, so don't freak out about that. Last thing that we're going to write down, the triangle sum theorem. The sum of 3 angles of a triangle is equal to, do you know the answer? 180 degrees. We'll stop your notes right there.